Are you feeling weighed down, like life just keeps piling on with no relief in sight? Work stress, relationships, expectations, like you're carrying a weight that just keeps getting heavier? Well, what if that mountain that you've been carrying was meant to be climbed? Welcome back to the Daily Lift. In Matthew chapter 11, verses 28 through 30, Jesus says, "Come to me, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." A yoke is a tool that links two animals together so that they can share the load. And in this invitation, Jesus isn't telling us that we won't have work to do, but he's urging us to let him carry the weight that we can't handle. Instead of pushing through on our own, we walk alongside him, moving in step with his will and his purpose. That kind of rest doesn't mean that everything in life suddenly becomes easy, but it's about learning from Jesus, from his humility, his patience, and his trust in the Father. And when we take on this yoke, we're following his way of life, and that brings peace even in the midst of struggles. So how do we do that? It starts with prayer, bringing our burdens to God instead of carrying them alone. Also, it takes time in his word, letting scripture shape our thoughts and remind us of his promises. And it means obedience, submitting to his will, following his commands, and trusting that he knows what's best for us. And when we do these things, we're taking on his yoke. And it's like the mountains of burdens we carry begin to move, not by our own strength, but by faith. And as the weight shifts from us to Jesus, we can feel those burdens becoming lighter. If you're feeling overwhelmed, take a moment today and lay those burdens before God. Spend some time in prayer. Open his word and meditate on it. Trust in his guidance. He never meant for you to carry it all alone. So walk with him. Rely on his strength. Lighten those burdens. And as always, go lift somebody up.